Pokémon Masters EX is a mobile game that focuses more on the human characters in the Pokémon franchise than the actual monsters. While the gacha elements are definitely a turnoff for most people, me included, the game still offers a wealth of fascinating lore and character information. It's up in the air if the things that happen in Masters are actually canon to Pokemon's overall continuity, but regardless, there's some fascinating moments I want to go over for people that may not have played this Pokemobile game. Cynthia vs. Volo. Due to a space-time rift, characters from Legends Arceus are warped to the island of Pasio. One of them is Volo, who you may remember is Cynthia's ancestor and also a crazed Arceus fanatic that tried to kill you. Many have wondered how Cynthia would react to meeting Volo, and in Masters, we finally got an answer. In the Mysterious Stones chapter, Cynthia is training her Garchomp when Volo approaches. Cynthia laments that she hasn't been improving in battling much, and Volo throws some shade and agrees. This morphs into a discussion about the nature of Pokemon and trainers. Cynthia believes that being friends with her Pokemon is the most important thing, while Volo says that Pokemon only grow stronger in desperation, and the best bond between a human and Pokemon is that of a master and tool. Cynthia is incredulous at his views, to which Volo invites her to battle him and prove him wrong. They battle, their Garchomps locked in a ferocious duel, and while Volo calls off the battle early, it's implied that Cynthia and her Garchomp are frustrated at their own lackluster performance. While technically there was no winner in this sparring session, it caused Cynthia to reevaluate her style of training, and narratively, it shows an interesting foil between her and her distant ancestors' views on Pokemon training. The Red Speaks. In the mainline Pokemon games, Red is portrayed as one of the greatest trainers ever and doesn't say nary a word. For years, this was thought of as his defining feature. Strong as heck, beats you to a pulp, doesn't say anything. In Pokemon Masters, it's revealed that Red can actually speak, he just chooses not to. In his Sync Pair story, he says words are unnecessary, in reference to communicating with his Pokemon. Because their bond is so strong, they can work with one another without uttering a single phrase. It doesn't quite work that way with Red and humans, but still, it's nice to get some clarity on his silence. Ball Guy is a villain? In the story event Galar's Pokeball Enthusiast, Ball Guy arrives on Pasio with the goal to cheer on Pokemon and trainers. His method? By giving out Pokeballs, of course. Unfortunately for him, on Pasio there are no wild Pokemon, meaning that Pokeballs are useless, ergo, he himself is useless. After blacking out and taking some time to reflect, Ball Guy realizes that there are other kinds of balls that could interest people. Explosive balls, aka bombs. Ball Guy, in an attempt to keep encouraging trainers to become stronger, decides to play the role of a villain, and threaten to blow up people with Voltorb and Electrode if they don't battle him. This new and possibly terrorist version of Ball Guy wreaks havoc all across Pasio until he is stopped by Looker and others who are concerned for him. This is when he reveals that he's not actually evil, he just wanted to have a purpose in helping trainers become stronger. And by pretending to be a terrorist, he was forcing people to engage in battle with him. Everyone talks it out, Ball Guy decides to stop committing domestic crimes, and he forms a sync pair with his Amoonguss to cheer people on in a positive way from the sidelines. And that's a look at some of the interesting lore tidbits in Pokemon Masters. Some crazy stuff, especially the Ball Guy story. I don't really know what was going on there, and hopefully you found it interesting, especially if you aren't familiar with Pokemon Masters. If you want to see me do more of these, please let me know in the comments, and also if there's any specific moments in Masters you'd like to see me cover. It's got a ton of interactions and moments, and admittedly, I haven't seen all of them. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys later.